Mellatrix sent us a box. They made the Zoom65 about a year ago now. I've got it at home. Great keyboard. This is the Essential Edition. I think the main differences are it comes in a bunch of different colorways, and it's got Bluetooth now, I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look. Is it still the king of the budget boards? Because the nice thing about this guy is that it's only like $165, which is pretty cheap for the build quality that you get. Oh, this is a big box. They got a lot of stuff in here. What'd they send us? What is this? What you got? What you got for me? Oh, it's a little pink bag. It's one of their Bear it's one of their Bear switch openers. Check this thing out. Oh, and Prism. Look at this. Yeah, I have the red one. Yeah, I have this one. So this is great. If you got to open switches, you just like press it down on these little guys here. Pretty sure they sell these on the site. I don't know how much they are, but this is the Prism version, which is pretty nice. What else we got? We got probably switches. Oh, okay, these are nice. I don't know what switches these are. They're not labeled in any way, but they're these clear boxy guys. Let's see if they are linear or tactile. Linear. We got another box. What is this? What is this guy? Oh, keycap. Yep. Little Bear keycap. Prism. Oh, sorry. It's metal, so it's a little heftier, but it's honestly not that heavy. I'm surprised by the robustness of the case that it comes in. This is like a rubber material, and it's kind of heavy all on its own, just for this tiny little keycap. But hey, I'm not complaining. We've got, okay, now I'm gonna stand up a little bit. There's this guy. There's another box. There's another box. Another box. Another of these guys, probably another Prism or whatever. And then we've got a bunch of the accessories here. I'll just pull all these out. I think that they've sent us a fully assembled version and then a like kit that you can assemble yourself, a bare bones kit. Also Prism. If you like the Prism stuff, this is for you. I got one of these already. You want one? Yeah. These look like stabilizers. Oh, I broke the box. That's not good. Yep. So we got a little stabilizer kit. This is for, it's either extras for the fully built one, or they are for the assembling the bare bones kit. Ooh, these are pretty. Like little gold, I mean, they're probably not real gold, but they're nice little gold stabilizers with clear housing. And then for these, you've got all of our, I don't know what to call them. They used to just be called Band-Aid mods, but basically you take these guys, you put them on your PCB underneath your stabilizers, and they just don't make it like scratch and clack when you press them all the way down as much. And the great thing about these is you no longer have to cut out little strips of Band-Aid. They're sticky on one side, and they're perfectly sized. So you literally just peel them off, put them on as part of the build process. Really great little feature here. Oh, what's in here? Hey, it's another Prism Bear, probably. Just for clarity, this is stuff that they sent us. This is, I don't think it's part of the kit when you buy it yourself, but I'm not 100% sure. So don't go expecting a nice little Prism switch opener or like anything like that. What else do we have? What's in these two boxes? What the hell? Oh, keycaps. Wow, this is a really nice keycap box. Yeah, this is great because it lets you put like whatever size keycap you want in here. A lot of the time when you order them, they don't come in the best, especially when you're ordering cheaper stuff, they'll just come in bags or they'll come in these little plastic, like flimsy plastic holders. This is great though. It lets you put them in like whatever order you want because there's no separation, but they're nice and like separated by row. Belle was curious about how to open the switches and how to use the switch opener. So you just line up the tabs. Sometimes they're a little finicky. There we go. And then you just press down. Look at that. Switch opened up. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, they're GR Irish. WSGR Irish keycaps. I don't know that set personally, but they look nice. I kind of like them. Andrew, what's your take on these? You like them? They're Irish, apparently.
It's because they're super white.
What's in this box? This is probably our actual keyboard to build. Packaging's pretty good. It's called the Zoom65 and it's like a telescope. You know, you zoom in on stuff. You'll see it. They've got it on the weight on the back too, which is nice. So if you buy the kit, you get a little carrying case like the other one we have. And when I got mine, everything was inside this little case here. This looks like PCB foam or something. This is, oh, what's in here? One little envelope. Oh, it's the battery. Yeah, so it's Bluetooth, wireless, and it's got a 2250 milliamp hour battery at 8.325 watt hours. What else do we got? It comes with a cable too. Here is our PCB or plate, maybe? Hold on, I'll take a look. Oh, polycarb plate. Real nice. I kind of like polycarb. I'm not like, I think I still prefer brass, but polycarb's pretty nice too. This looks like the PCB. Yep, yeah, it's for a knob. So it's a 65% with like a knob, which is great. Here's your USB. It's a center USB. So if you have a keyboard cable that's meant for the left or the right, instead of having a center one that like goes straight out or goes to the right or whatever first, you might have to get a new cable for this. If you don't already like the one that comes included, because they're pretty decent actually, I really like these. It's just a simple braided coiled cable, but it's braided and coiled. You're spending $165 and you're getting a braided coiled cable with your keyboard. That's not bad. I like opening this shit. Like this is cool. This is a nice keyboard for 165 bucks. It's just, this is why I get frustrated when I have to unbox Corsair stuff and Logitech stuff and whatever. It's like, those are like $200, $250. And like, just look at the quality comparison. Do I have to build this one myself? Sure, but I'm pretty sure you can also buy these not in bare bones. Yeah, this looks like the knob. The one I've got is like a gold one to go with the pink Olivia stuff. This looks like silver. I think this one's silver and white for the most part. Ooh. The big difference with these ones, aside from the wireless features, is the colorways. So I went with the dark navy blue or whatever they're calling it on the website, and I love it. So there's like a silicone pad that goes in here, and then you've got another one that goes around the outside, if I recall correctly. And then on the bottom here, I don't think they've included it with this guy, but you can fit a weight in here, no problem, unless it's just somewhere else and I haven't found it yet. We'll keep looking. Fortunately for us, since I don't have like 2 hours to build this thing on camera for you guys, we've got a second one and it should be fully assembled. We haven't looked at it yet, but it should be fully assembled. They've also got pretty good build guides on their site as well, so whether it's your first keyboard or you've built a few and you just want to be able to follow along with something to make sure nothing goes wrong, they've got you covered. This should be our fully assembled board, and I'm gonna open it in a sec here, but not before a word from our sponsor today, Manscaped. Grooming below the waist is made easy with their Performance Package 4.0 kit designed to contain everything you need. It includes the IPX7 rated Lawnmower 4.0, convenient for wet or dry operation, the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, plus other goodies like the Shed travel bag and Manscaped's anti-chafing boxers. Get 20% off and free international shipping at the link in the description below. Oh, it's clean. And yeah, they've got the plate on the back here. Here we go. You know I had to do it to him. That's that really nice mirror finish though. Holy crap, I can see myself so cleanly in this thing. Oh, that's beautiful. The one I've got at home is just black. One thing I really like about these keyboards is the texture. It's an all aluminum case, but they've done something to the texture, so it's not super smooth. It's kind of rough in a way, but I really, really like it. I wouldn't call it rough, I'd just call it textured. Cool, yeah. So it looks great. Oh, it sounds so good. But seriously though, that's really great. You can tell that they've done a great job with the stabs, with the lubing and everything, and even with the switches. I'm not sure what's in here right now. Let me take a keycap off and take a look. It's those same box whites that they've sent us. And yeah, it's hot swap, because why not? And the knob has a tactility to it that is very satisfying. Let's plug it in and do a typing test. This is like my ideal sound for a keyboard. This is like perfect already. I love it. I don't think even if I tried to lube these switches myself, I could do a much better job. All right, here we go. Oh no. Oh, I fucked up so bad. This is gonna be terrible. I still got 115, 96%, but I made a huge mistake early on. I love this thing. Oh my God. It's just, don't get me wrong, there's better keyboards out there. And especially if you don't like 60%, 65%, the reason I'm actually pretty big on this one in particular is the layout is just kind of almost exactly what I need. The only thing that would really push this one over the top for me personally is if it had a function key row. The reason I don't prefer smaller layouts is because I don't like having to hit the function key and then hit like a number to hit like For example, Alt F4, you want to quit out of a game. Now it's not just 2 buttons, it's a whole 3 key presses to get your Alt F4 on the go. It's not the end of the world. I can deal with it. I have been dealing with it, and I've really been enjoying a smaller form factor on my desk, just kind of taking up less space. This keyboard, the Zoom65 Essential Edition, starts at $159, and you're gonna add some more costs, something like 50, 60 bucks if you want the Bluetooth wireless version. I'm not sure if this one is Bluetooth or not. We've got cable, but no sort of documentation or anything saying, hey, here's how you enable it. So we haven't tried that. However, I still think at $159 for a cabled keyboard, this thing is a pretty good value. The only problem is that it's basically already sold out everywhere. The biggest problem with the whole mechanical keyboard custom market is that a lot of the time you've got to get in on group buys, you've got to wait for a product to go live for like 3 days and try to score it while you can. It can be very frustrating, and that's kind of why I tend to push companies like Keychron or Glorious when I'm suggesting keyboards to friends, family, or anyone messaging me on Twitter. I think that if you can somehow snag the Zoom65 or the Zoom65 Essential Edition, I think it's a great buy. I think the value for what you're getting is just solid, and honestly, I don't think you can go wrong. So the answer ultimately is yes, I would totally buy this thing. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is ShortCircuit. This is the Zoom65 Essential Edition. And if you want to check out another video on keyboards, check out the Vissels one I did. That one came with a waifu, and it was a lot of fun checking that out. See you later.